Your self-healing journey starts here. Hello, my friends. My name is Svetlana. Welcome to my channel. Today's class is focused on releasing tension and whatever stiffness you have in your hamstrings. We will also work on the hips opening and its mobility. It is a creative flow with some fun transitions so you won't get bored. Perfect for beginners. Let's get started. Come on all fourth tabletop position. We're gonna start this practice with easy cat and cow moves. Wrists are under your shoulders, knees, hips width apart. With inhale, gently arch the back, drop your belly down. Exhale, round your spine like an angry cat. Again, breathing, look up, lower back is moving down. Good, breathe out. Upper back is rounded. Use your hands to push away. Continue for another 3 rounds on your own. Try to synchronize your movements with your breath. Focus on being present. Gift yourself this 20 minutes of relaxation. Focus on how you feel right now instead of giving attention to your daily thoughts. Last time, gaze up, belly sinking down. Rounded back, look between your thighs. Back to neutral position. Now tuck your toes and with your exhale, come to your first downward facing dog. And I really want you to take your time here once you reach your down dog. Slowly start pedaling your feet, bending one knee at a time, straighten the other leg. Move slow. Give yourself that permission to really feel and release the tightness in your hips and hamstrings. Each time the knees bend, the opposite heel is getting a little closer to the floor. Remember to keep your hands firmly pressing down on the mat, fingers spreading wide. And now shift yourself to plank, your version of chaturanga with or without knees on the floor, all the way down. We have cobra moves here, 3 times with your breath. Inhale, chest up, release, and lower down. 2 more on your own. Move within the range of the motion. See what feels good for your body. Nice. One more time. Come to either cobra or all the way up to upward facing dog. Press your hips forward, arch your back. Push back to downward facing dog. Nice. Alright, now lift your right leg up. Bend your right knee and place your right foot between your hands. Keep your hands on the ground and now pivot to the left. So you will face the side of your mat. Direct your toes in, heels out. You can keep your hands on the mat under your shoulders. But inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, you can stay here or bend your elbows and bring the crown of your head down. So what I want you to do here is to really focus, first of all, on the stretch of your legs. So pull your kneecaps slightly up and engage your buttocks. Move that left and right cheek away from each other. Immediately, you will feel a bit of more space in your lower back. Nice. If you went all the way down, come halfway up. Now position both of your feet 15 to 30 degrees out. Heels in. Slowly start bending your knees. Lift torso up. Goddess pose. Hands in prayer as an option 1. For option 2, you can open them wide. Maybe make a mudra with your thumb and point fingers if that's your practice. Check your buttocks and see if it's pointing out. If yes, slightly tuck your tailbone in here. Good. Hold a little longer. Activate your pelvis muscles. Nice. Lower down. Straighten both legs. Heels are still pointing in, toes out. Maybe widen your stance. And slowly start bending your right knee, keeping your left leg straight. Now direct your left toes all the way up. And if it feels challenging to sit on your right heel here, you can always just stay on your toes. That's perfectly fine. Skandasana position. Now let's move to the opposite side. Shift your body to the left. So you'll be relying on your left heel or your left toes while stretching your right leg. Stay a little longer. And now come back to the wide stand with your straight legs, hands on the ground. And again, I want you to pivot. This time, face the front of your mat, both toes pointing forward. I want you to keep your feet distance as wide as your mat here, so adjust if you need it. Square your hips, ensure it is parallel to each other. Now lengthen your spine and come to a pyramid pose. You can use your blocks here if you have it handy, or you can come on your fists, which is also great. Press your front big toe firmly on the ground, so you'll feel a bit of a stretch on the inner side of your leg. And don't go for that micro bend in your knees if it's possible. Try to keep your kneecaps slightly lifted. Good. Now start bending that front right knee. Slowly step back with your left foot and bring the left knee down. Okay, with inhale, raise your arms to the sky, low lunge. Ensure that your upper knee does not cross your ankle and back foot is in line with your back knee. Activate your core here just a little bit so you don't sink your lower back too much. Take a few deep breaths here. Now lower left hand down, reach back with your right arm, and now see if you can go ahead and grab back toes with your right hand. As an option, you can begin and pull the heel towards the glute or your buttocks. This is a really beautiful stretch to release any tension in your quad and hip. Nice. Right hand is back. Step back to plank position. Your version of chaturanga, with or without knees on the ground, and lower yourself all the way down. Use your left elbow as a support. Now bend your right knee and catch your right toes. You can twist your wrist either with fingers pointing to the side or forward like I am doing, and gently start pressing the right foot down towards the buttocks. You might feel a nice stretch and opening also in your shoulder, which is an additional benefit to today's practice. And try not to go too harsh on yourself. As long as you can feel a little bit of stretch in your right hip, that's fine. Gently let go. Hands in line with your chest, upward facing dog. Inhale for your version of cobra. With exhale, come to downward facing dog. Push your way back. Stay here for like 3 to 5 breaths. Lengthen your spine. Maybe play with your feet again and paddle them if you feel like it. Now left leg is going up. Bend your left knee and shift it forward. So this time you're gonna pivot to the right. So I want you to stay where you are and direct your toes in. And I'm gonna switch for the sake of the camera angle. Hands on the ground under your shoulders. Lift your kneecaps slightly up, heels out, toes in. With exhale, either bend forward or stay there. Scan your body once again. Are you pressing the outer edge of your feet? Did you bring enough of focus on your buttocks? Move your left and the right cheeks away from each other. Add that space in your lower back. Good. You should feel a nice stretch on the back side of your legs as well. Gently come back halfway up. Turn your toes out, knee and heels in. Start bending your knees. Slowly squatting, hands in prayer, goddess pose. Check your tailbone position once. Ensure that you don't arch your lower back. And this time I want you to bring your hands somewhere above your knees. Take a deep breath in. And with exhale, direct your right shoulder towards the midline and twist. Come back. The same on the opposite side. Look back. Back to neutral. One more round on each side. Twist to the left. Right shoulder in. Breathing. Come back. Final goodbye twist to the right. Left shoulder is in the center. Slowly come back. Hands in prayer. Now forward fold. Straighten your legs. Okay. We are opening our feet out, toes pointing out, and this time start bending your left knee, keeping your right leg straight. Flex your right foot so your toes are facing upward, root into your right heel and your left foot. Keep your body stable and lifted here. Nice. Now use your hands to support, crawl to the opposite side, bend your right knee, flex your left foot. Feel the yummy stretch. Okay, we repeat again. Use your hands, shift to the left, deepen the stretch this time. Maybe pull your right kneecap slightly up and direct toes towards your nose. So the more you do it, the more you flex your foot, the more stretch you'll feel. To the opposite side, final round. Allow yourself to sink into the posture and feel the energy flowing. Nice. Back to wide standing position. Now shift your toes and pivot yourself to pyramid pose. Toes facing the top of your mat. And again, I'm gonna switch my legs because I did it last time. You stay where you are. So imagine you are standing on the railroad. So your feet, this is the distance between your feet. Toes pointing forward, ensure your hips are square. And now lengthen your spine. If you feel like it and you want to deepen that stretch, go ahead and bend a bit deeper. Good. Keep your knees straight. Don't micro bend it if it's possible. Now, slowly move into a low lunge position. Bend your front knee, step back with your left foot. Lower knee is down. And with inhale, lift your chest away from the thighs, sweeping your arms up alongside with your ears. Again, check if your back foot is in line with your back knee. Your front knee should not cross your ankle. Hips are square. Lower right hand down this time and reach to the back with your left arm, left hand. And see if you can grab left toes. And remember that right and left sides are different. So there is always one more flexible and the other one is more stiff. And that's okay. Stay here for a few more breaths. Now let go. One more plank, step back. your version of Chaturanga Dandasana all the way down to your mat. Good. Place your right elbow in front of you, bend your left knee, and now catch your left foot. So again, you're gonna press your left foot either towards your buttocks or, if you feel like it, down towards the floor. For me, left side is always more flexible than the right one, and I kind of accepted it and just go with my practice. Yoga is teaching us to observe and listen to our body, what it tells us. This is the actual purpose of yoga. I mean, one of many, to teach us to listen, not to master 100% the same performance on both sides. Good. Gently let go. We have final upward facing dog or cobra. Open your chest. Look up. Pushing back. Last one, goodbye. Downward facing dog. Lengthen your spine and maybe bend your knees slightly less comparing to the beginning of the class. Okay. Now slowly make a half step forward, crisscross your feet, and come into a seated position. We made it down. Place both of your feet together. Make an interlock under with your hands, spine straight. And I want you to start moving like a butterfly here, moving your knees up and down. But I also want you to ensure that the intention of this movement comes from your hip joints, not your knees. And the speed is not really important. You can go as high as you want or as slow as you want. It is totally up to you. Now take a pause, breathing, and forward fold with exhale. You can place your elbows or hands on the mat to support you, or you can make fists or use the block if you have it handy. Place it under your head. Whatever feels the best. I want you to give yourself to gravity here. And don't do any effort. It's just a nice passive stretch. Observe your hip joints. Observe your knee joints. There should not be any discomfort. Slowly lift your torso up, lean back on your hands, feet on the mat, knees bent. Move your hips side to side, left to right, right to left. Now turn on this side and come into a lean on the back position. We've come to our final resting pose. Option 1, you bring your feet together and open your hips like a butterfly. You can keep your arms in line with your body or lift them up, which is my favorite, and place it in line with your ears. Option 2, you can simply relax in a full shavasana with straight legs and open arms, palms facing the sky. Whatever option you choose, ensure that you are 100% comfortable there and you can stay there for like 1 or 2 minutes. Give yourself this time to relax. Observe your breath. Observe your body. Gently place your feet on the mat, knees bent, and roll yourself to the right side. Use your left hand to support and come back to a seated position. For a few moments, close your eyes. Straighten your spine, hands are resting on your thighs. Take a deep inhale. Slowly release, exhale. Gift yourself this final moment of silence. Thank yourself for today's practice, for today's effort. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed the class, please help me to reach out to a bigger audience by clicking that subscribe and like buttons. Stay blessed, stay inspired.